I'm getting ready. Literally still plugging shit in. So, get ready. Okay, there we go. And then I've got to get my iPad ready. Guiding me through my hopes and fears. Tune in daily, don't miss a single show. Sign up for the newsletter, let us help you grow. Taking risks, making moves, seeking success. Together we'll conquer, no room for any less. Hit the morning, Josh. And Nathan. Hit the thumbs up button. Let's see, we're gonna take this. And pin message. Listen now. Every morning I wake up to the sound of the trading bell. My heart starts to pound. Morning, Olga. And fears. Tune in daily, don't miss a single show. Sign up for the newsletter, let us help you grow. Taking risks, making moves, seeking success. Together we'll conquer, no room for any less. Listen now. Every morning I wake up to the sound. Oh, that's fake news. Okay, I'm gonna include this. Do I have crypto? Crypto update. Put that in. I'm checking out some last minute headlines. Guiding me through my hopes and fears. Tune in daily, don't miss a single show. Sign up for the newsletter, let us help you grow. Taking risks, making moves, seeking success. Together we'll conquer, no room for any less. Listen now. Every morning I wake up to the sound of the trading bell. My heart starts to pound. Daily stock trading podcast in my ears. Guiding me through my hopes and fears. Oh, I'll go. That's a great podcast. They actually have a great, I mean, their podcast is just phenomenal. My First Millions is great. I think have that on your regular list, Olga, of listens. And I will tell you, I think when Sam and Sean get together, it's the best ones, but their guests are really good as well. By the way, look at this 4-hour algorithm. I mean, just look at this. This is Boeing, which has soared, let's see. In just 33 days, you're up 34%, even though they can't deliver a damn plane for the President of the United States. There's crying going on out there. But the 4-hour algorithm makes you 56% over 24 months. That's crazy good. Just crazy good. So, but yeah, that for My First Millions podcast was great. I sent it to my friend and he was like, now my friend doesn't listen to my podcast, gets my newsletter, and has traditionally been scared to invest, but other than just VOO and kind of, basic stuff. but he was like, oh my God, that's so awesome. And he loved the guy. I'm Monish, I think his name is. Morning, Chris, Wendy, Jacob. Nathan, I tend to not do that. Why don't you just tell me why you bought it? I mean, what I do, Nathan, is I go over stocks. The whole podcast is more me going over it's me talking my book, my own stuff. But I teach you how to do it, and I give you the tools how to do it. Morning, Carrie. Morning, Echo. It was playing on my iPad for some reason. Morning, Rosa. So Nathan, I'd rather know why you bought it, because if I don't own it, I mean, this is the thing. When you ask somebody about a stock, if they don't own it personally, there's a reason they don't own it. And if you open it up to, hey, what do you think of this stock? It's either going to be one of two things. I hate it, or, that's an interesting one. Let me look. Sweet, Miroslav. I am horrible with names, so I appreciate that I got it right. Let's see. Let's look at QQQ. I still have not gotten an alert for Liberation Day, but I think it's because it's got 2 candles in it. And that was kind of the part of the strategy. So it's being extremely patient. But okay, crypto. I may maybe I should have started out with this, but let me log back in. Let's see. There we go. Crypto is rat poison. I mean, that's from a very well-respected person like Buffett, Super Micro is just going nuts. Can't stop, won't stop. You know who? NVIDIA. It's up another 2% after being up 5% yesterday. It's past that 130 mark. Now, I'm going to go a little bit over Google. I did trim Google, but it's interesting. Their CEO is doing customer support, and that's a good thing, and this is them talking about how are they going to monetize it. I think it's going to be interesting because they're talking about this. The United Healthcare story, there's a lot more to this than we actually know. And I don't know anything, but your CEO doesn't leave overnight. And then you hire back the old CEO. Something happened. And this is a good example of risk tolerance. This is Chris Camillo. This is into his entire kid's college fund. Tesla, NVIDIA, and Hood, and TQQQ. Yeah. And Airbnb, they did something pretty remarkable. And the stock is doing well. 40% over the last a month or so. These are growth and value names. I took a look midday yesterday at the core portfolio, and this is just in Trendspider, and it was this is the watch list. I mean, this is just the watch list. So, I thought this was funny, and I'm getting a lot of flack on I'm getting a lot of flack on Twitter about that. I mean, you must be a bot. And it's only gotten like 485 views, but people, man, they get angry. So Trump told you yesterday to buy stocks. I did. I spent 6 figures yesterday. This is a great custom indicator from Trendspider. I got my alert on Trendspider that I set up in Seeking Alpha. Boom, 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 boom. And I was looking at stocks with short squeeze potential. This is a custom scanner that I'll provide in the newsletter. My top performers for day 2 were all alpha picks. All alpha picks. Just saying. The markets are positive for the year. I am not. So this is just another example of them raising their targets and lowering their earnings, but raising their target. It kind of doesn't make sense, but I believe, I'll go over it. A timeline of actual events over the last, what did we get? We got nothing, but it was the dumbest man-made recession ever. I would ask you, where are you on the fear and greed index? Because we're at greed. And FYI, this is my quant. It's just going to be a video of who do you see? Send me an email. Send me an email. Here's the thing, Nathan. You bought it. You got to know why you own it. My opinion does not matter. Go and look at the fundamentals. Go into Seeking Alpha. Look at the quant rating. Look at the AI. My opinion on a stock does not matter. I know you're new, but you're going to make mistakes. And so you've got to learn how to do this stuff and how to look at it. And have your elevator pitch. If you tell me why you bought it and it makes sense to you and when you're going to sell it, that's the key. And it's hard. I've been doing this for 40 years now, almost 40, 39. I started about 15, I think. So, okay. I hit the thumbs up button. There's 23 people in here, probably 18 of which are bots. So, okay. Apple's down, Amazon's down, Google's up, Lily's up, Meta's up. I still have UNH in here. I probably should pull it out of here. You know what? We're going to remove UNH from this list. Do I still have Dell in here? No, I don't. Disney has been on one hell of a run. I saw Disney. Kramer was interviewing the head of programming, I think, or something, of Disney last night. She was super impressive. First off. Second off, they announced that they have their ESPN. I think it's going to be $30 a month for the ESPN package. I can tell you as a cable executive, back, way back in my working days, it's been more than 15, maybe 20 years now. But for the ESPN suite of packages, we were paying, depending on which cable company I was working for, we were paying somewhere in the neighborhood of $15 to $20 for the Disney suite. I'm sorry, the ESPN suite, because Disney Channel was separate, I believe. And I'm just going off of memory. I don't have any exact numbers, but I seem to remember it between $12 and $15, depending on the year. But the problem with it was you had to pay for it in the basic tier. So when I say basic tier, it means if somebody just subscribed to basic cable and they didn't want sports, you still had to pay for that package. So they announced $30. That's my assumption, which means today they're probably still getting $12 to $15 because with a 50% margin, you'd bump that up to $30. Now, what's interesting is buy the Disney Channel, because if they do have that strong of a sports package on ESPN, then a lot of people will sign up for $30, and they only have to get half the people that are currently signed up for cable to pay $30. But I think you're heading back, as a former cable executive, I told my friends yesterday, I think you're heading back to a $150 to $200 a month cable bill. I mean, that's the way that this shit is going. Palantir's up another 1.83%. Jesus, is at 130. Qualcomm's at 150, slowly climbing up. Simon Property Group back at 160. Uber hits 90. Yeah, Tesla's up because Elon's getting a new pay package. And they started shipping stuff from China again, so there's no more tariffs shit. Okay, let me just see. I noticed yesterday, by the way, let's see, that the countries, when you go year to date, the U.S. is still down. Japan, UK, China, France, Brazil, Germany are all ahead of us. Now, Brazil is down 10% over 1 year, so it's bounced back. Probably still has some room in it. What's Brazil? Let's see, EWZ. Let's look at EWZ. Oh, and I got to get rid of this cord. EWZ. Yeah, it's just bounced back. I mean, if that's still got, you still got about 10-15% to get to the 200-day on a weekly, which it's struggled ever since COVID to get above, but that's an interesting one. Oh boy, let's see. QQQ. There we go. Why am I feeling Okay. Good morning. It is Wednesday, May 14th, hump day. It is what it is. Big news on NVIDIA. We'll go over that. SMCI is freaking flying. I got an alert yesterday. I also spent six figures yesterday in the market. I'll tell you exactly what I bought. A strategy from Trendspider, an 8 and 21 day strategy. It's pretty much a standard. We'll talk about the plane that is being gifted over to the United States. Why? Airbnb launched something kind of cool. I mean, it's really cool. Disney has been on a streak. The UNH story, United Healthcare, is just, it's kind of crazy. How Google's monetizing stuff, and we'll talk about more. And a strange crypto comment, not strange, but just kind of puts things into perspective how, quote unquote, old Wall Street thinks of crypto still to this day. Now, QQQ, we crossed above the 200 day. I mean, you know, and I was on Spaces yesterday, and these guys who were technical traders, nothing good happens under the 200 day. You know what happens under the 200 day? You buy under the 200 day, and good things happen. So, you know, taking it back to the movie, The Big Short. If you've never watched it, one of the great scenes is when Ryan Gosling says, "This is my quant. This is my quant." Well, you want to know what my quant is? My quant is this. Okay, it's Trump meeting with all of these CEOs. Name every CEO in this thing. Sam Altman of OpenAI. Okay, should invest. You can get it through Microsoft. Invest in Microsoft. Then you've got Elon Musk, I think. No, this is president of FIFA. You know, invest in sports. Disney. You know, you can do Amazon. You know, you've got NVIDIA. Put that in your portfolio. Then you've got the chief officer of Google. Put that in your portfolio. Look at the Larry Fink of BlackRock. Put that in your portfolio. This is my quant. Okay, they're shaking hands in the Middle East. The IBM CEO. Put that in your quant. You know, again, Palantir, Carp. Put it in your portfolio. These are the people that are meeting, and Elon Musk is the king. I mean, just put it in your portfolio. That's my quant. Again, show over, mic drop. You don't need anything else to build a portfolio. Just look at who is at that table. Because you know what? My theory, AI is the new gold. It's the new oil. You're going to see the Middle East go out of oil and into AI. It's the new currency. And what's the US doing? They're trading chips for planes. Qatar is giving us a plane. We'll go over all that. But where are you on the fear and greed index? Because as of yesterday, I'll look at it again right now. We'll just go CNN fear and greed index, and we can go look at it live right now. It was at 69. It's at 69 still. Where are you? Because when you're at extreme fear, were you buying? Because you should have been. Again, it's not, don't go balls deep when you're extreme fear, because you can always go down. There were structural issues with the economy. This tariff war, which was the dumbest recession ever, we got nothing out of this. There is nothing that has changed. Excuse me. There is nothing that has changed. So it was the dumbest thing to ever do. But the good news is we're back in Trump 2.0, which is very similar to Trump 1.0. Okay? And Trump 1.0, when he started the tariff stuff, that was what was crazy. When he started that tariff stuff, he back in 2018, the market crashed as well. The market crashed right now. Came back. And if you want to read a timeline of events, April 2nd, S&P settles. Following a closing bell, President Trump announced the sweep. April 3rd, Liberation Day, the S&P cratered. April 4th, benchmark plunged. April 7th, hits a 52-week session low. Wall Street Premier gauge falls 1.57 on April 8th. April 9th, historic day. Largest single advance in the S&P since the end of World War II. Again, it's never a straight slide down. It's a staircase down. So you can read all of this, but where are we today? Where are we today? Well, after today, we hit more than 60% of the components in the S&P hitting a new 20-day high. Quite rare, rather bullish, strong performance across the board, and a higher a year later, 18 out of 18 times. And analysts like Raymond James, they're lowering their S&P earnings per share. They're coming in. And I've gone over this in past podcasts. Okay, you can go back and listen to those past podcasts if you want. But the way you think about this is the earnings per share of $250, okay? And they maintain their year-end target of $5,800. That means it's a forward multiple. You just take 250 divided by 5,800, you get 23.2. That is the forward multiple, because if that's the earnings for the year and the S&P is at 5,800, that's the forward multiple. So when you hear people say forward multiple, that's it. What's the multiple likely to be at? It wants to be at 18 to 19 historically. Go and ask Perplexity. Anything under 20, bullish. Anything over 20, it seems to be overpriced. So something has to give. Either we're going to make more than 250 for the year, or we're going to wind up lower than 5,800. And if you go and look at a chart, and I usually look at the Qs, but to do the S&P, you look at SPY, and you just take it off, okay? Where are we this morning? We are at 588. That means 5,880. So if Raymond James is right and we end the year at 5,800, that's 80 points down. Not a huge margin down, but it's 80 points down. And that's an overpriced S&P. So the markets are positive for the year. Okay, closes with year-to-date gains for the first time since February. I am not. I am still in the Mag 7. I am still largely in Apple. I am still down about, I think it's about 6-7%, somewhere in that neighborhood. It might be less. I didn't look at it. But my whole portfolio in all four of mine. No, I'm sorry. I think in my healthcare savings, which is just QQQM and VOO, I think that one's about even, but the rest of them are down because I'm heavily concentrated in the Mag 7. Now, I believe that the Mag 7 is going to lead us back to all-time highs. So I'm fine in that. I am perfectly fine in that. My best performers yesterday were alpha picks. and I've said it before, AlphaPix is expected to outperform on the rebound, and so far it has. Celestica, CLS, up 10% yesterday. AppLovin, up 7% yesterday. Credo, up 6% yesterday. Okay, and I just have it as part of the AlphaPix portfolio. Let's look at Celestica. Where's Celestica? Well, if it gets back to its all-time highs at 133, because the algorithm had you buy in here at 77. Okay, let's look at AppLovin. I said AppLovin's probably getting back to its all-time highs at 495. Where is it trading right now? It's trading at 374. Algorithm got you in at 234. And then Credo, if it's getting back to its all-time highs, it's at 79. It's at 59 right now, just passing its 200-day. Do I expect a straight road up? No. It's not a paved road up. It's going to be staircase. It's going to be like hiking where you got to climb over rocks and do all of that stuff. It's going to be bumpy. But again, if you like those three and you want to get AlphaPix, you can go over here to the Linktree, linktr.ee. My suggestion is to get the bundle, okay? This is Seeking Alpha Premium and AlphaPix. AlphaPix is a fantastic portfolio that has beaten the S&P since its inception. It's 2 picks per month. We're going to get one tomorrow. It is one on the 1st and one on the 15th of every month. They tell you when to sell. They just sold the stock yesterday. Go and look at yesterday's podcast. I showed it. I'm not going to tell you which one it is because they yell at me. But again, it is a great portfolio that has beaten the S&P. It shows you how to manage a portfolio. It's rules-based. And it's typically small cap stocks, which is not my forte. But my best performers have been those stocks. Now, if you want the bundle includes premium. So if you don't want AlphaPix, you can at least get premium and save $30 and have a free 7-day trial. But let me show you one of the benefits of premium, okay? This is a stock screener that has the top stocks with short squeeze potential. Ironically, OppFi, which is one of the top 2025 stocks, is one of these. It's got a 16% short interest. Could it pop up on short? Absolutely. Meanwhile, its valuation is still really good. It's only trading at 10 times forward earnings. The profitability, questionable, but their gross profit margin is 100%. I don't understand how you get that, but it is. This is a financial stock. It's ranked number 2 out of 38. And this is the rabbit hole that you can go down. Lexicon, this is the number 1. Okay? And they're trading below their 52-week highs. Well below their 52-week highs. And back to the screener, if you want to screen some stocks, that's the top finance stocks. But back to the short screener, let's just hit the back button here. Why can't I get to it? A stock screener. These are all the stock screeners that I found. And it's down here, top strong buy stocks with short squeeze potential. And Fubo TV is in it. One that I thought was interesting is Calmain. LRN, which is Stride, which has just gone up a tremendous amount year to date. We can look at year to date. It's up 47% year to date. This is one of the top 2025 stocks from Seeking Alpha. Again, it's a rabbit hole you can go down. And I like it. So I was looking at, this is all with Seeking Alpha Premium. So if you want premium and AlphaPix, you can save $159 by going over to Linktree and click on the second link. If you want just premium, you can get $30 off and a free 7-day trial by going to the third link. The fourth link on Linktree is just AlphaPix. Choose your poison. I like it. And one of the benefits of Seeking Alpha Premium, I got to set an alert. I talked about it earlier in the week. The trading desk. We can just go and look at the trading desk here. It changed from a strong sell in the quant to a sell. Okay, is that great? No. But when you go over here and you look at a chart, and I brought this up before, they had great earnings. Okay, it gapped up on earnings. Now, you've got a gap up here from, let's see, 85 to 120. You've also got a gap below. The gap below is about 71 to 73. So your risk reward here is if we start to fill this gap lower and it goes down to 64, at least you can get out at about 72, 73. So your risk is just that little bit. But if you go up, then you can go all the way up to 120 if this gap starts to fill. That's why I got this alert, the trading desk alert. It changed the quant rating. I expect it to continue to change because you can see, if we just look at this chart right here, when it got those bad earnings and it said hold, that was when it changed in the quant. Now its valuation is still expensive. Understand, it's still expensive. But this is a growing stock. So when you look at the PEG ratio, it's 1.43. I want to get into this as it starts to fill this. My father owns a bunch of this. We have ridden it down. We haven't added. I wish we would have, because in 33 days, it's up 65%. You've almost doubled your money in a month on this stock. Again, any reaction is an overreaction. I set alerts and I have a plan. That's the key. So again, I use alerts on both Seeking Alpha and Trendspider, because sometimes the simplest strategies are the best. And look at this nice green and red chart, okay? This is what's called the 821 EMA cross. Go and Google it. It is a very popular technical trading strategy. Trendspider makes it super easy with a custom indicator that you can import into your setup. It's a super popular technical strategy, and you can see the gains that have happened. This is just since July 2022. Okay, it got you out. See how it exited right there before Liberation Day? And unlike my Liberation Day strategy, it got you back in at 547 and you're trading at 586. So if you want Trendspider, it's the top link on Trend right here. Okay, you sign up for an annual plan. You can go and try it out. Try out the 821 EMA custom indicator. Try out the Weinstein indicator. Try out any one of the indicators for $20. Sign up for an annual plan. Go back to Linktree, and my email address is right up here in the upper right. Email me, and I will send you my 4-hour algorithm. I will send you all the watch lists that I have. I will send you every tool that I have in Trendspider that I use daily to manage my own personal portfolio. Okay? And one strategy we've talked about is when Trump tells you to buy, you buy. Yesterday in Saudi Arabia, he said it's going a lot higher. We've talked about it. He told you 2 months ago there was going to be pain for Liberation Day. There was. He told you today is a good day to buy stocks on the day the NASDAQ went up 11%. He told you last week it's a good time to buy the market. Did you? Because he's telling you again, buy. This isn't a strategy. This is simply a president who is guiding you that he's going to do things to manipulate the market upwards. And then he boarded his jet, and I'm getting a lot of stuff, but he boarded his jet. Just look on your screen. I still can't believe they're gifting him a jet. Now, I'm in the camp that, hey, if the jet is gifted to the United States, not to Trump personally, then it's a good thing, because Boeing can't deliver the damn Air Force. It was ordered during Reagan's administration, and they can't deliver Air Force One. Okay? That's just crazy to me. So, again, have fun with it. I will tell you, I wound up buying a ton. When he told me to buy yesterday, I wound up buying a bunch of QQQ. Okay? I bought QQQM. And if you don't know the difference between QQQM and QQQ, go and research it. QQQM, I just buy. It's a lower expense rate. Virtually the same ETF. Okay? I bought QQQM in my buy and hold. I bought QQQ where I want to roll it over after a year. And I bought VOO. Those are the stocks I bought yesterday. I didn't do individual stocks. I just bought indexes. Why? Because we're back above the 200 day. And he said buy. I didn't follow the algorithm. I just poured a bunch of money in. I had it. And then when I looked yesterday, I went and looked at let me look at the individual stocks that I've got on my watch list. And this is a watch list that I share. And you can see on the watch list, Coinbase up 22%, SMCI up 13%, Anon up 12%, Oklo up 11%, GCT up 11%, CLS up 9%, Hood up 9%, Palantir up 8%, AppLovin up 8%, ALAB up 7%, Vistra Energy, VST up 7%, VRT, which is liquid cooling, is up 6%, GE Vernova up 6%, NBIS, which I've gone over, up 6%. Monday, up 6%. The list goes on and on. Again, this is a watch list that I share with everybody that signs up for an annual plan. It's there. The watch lists are right here on the upper right. And this in particular one is right behind my head. It's the Daily Stock Pick watch list. A huge list of winners yesterday. And so maybe you don't like this watch list. Maybe you say, hey, it's heavy tech and heavy risk. Well, you want growth and value? Seeking Alpha highlights 10 names that offer both growth and value. I'll include it in the newsletter. Maybe some of these fall into your realm. Okay, number one, just to hit it up for you, is PAA, Plains All-American Pipeline, $12.37 billion. It's oil and gas. Strong buy in the quant. When was it a strong buy in the quant? Let's just look. It's just turned a strong buy when it was trading at 16. Today it's 17. So it's not too far off. When you look at the 52-week range, it's gone all the way up to 21. And it's not even the number one. You can analyze it with AI and you can look at it. I like MPLX. This one, Kinder Morgan Enterprise Central Energy Transfer, which I've gone over to as well before. This one has a yield of 8.65%. And we can look at PPA versus my favorite, MPLX. Let's look at it, because MPLX, I don't trade. I just buy and reinvest the dividends. At some point, it's going to turn down. But if you look at year to date, PAA is actually underperforming MPLX. 1 year, MPLX is doing much better. 3 year, MPLX is actually doing worse. So maybe PAA has some rebound coming, because year to date, it's only up 2%. MPLX is up 5%, and you get an 8% dividend during that time. It's apples to apples. It's not exact. But again, that's just one of the things that you can use Seeking Alpha to try and find. Now, Airbnb announced, and I'm going to mute this one. I don't think there is music. But again, they announced this is the all-new Airbnb experience. I like it. I got to tell you, I like it. It's basically Airbnb is putting a concierge in their app. So when you go to a specific city or you go to a specific Airbnb, you can book services now. It's great. It's great. It literally, this bridges the gap between Airbnb and hotels. It's interesting. Now, when you look at the weekly chart, you're just down below your 200-day. I think the 200-day is there. Yep. There's the 200-day right there. It's at 135. So you're trading right at it. Airbnb is expensive. It's an expensive stock. Okay. It is 32 times forward earnings. Its PEG ratio, 2.81. Its growth, it's not great. It's got a D. Why? Because they're spending money. That's the problem. This is kind of like Uber paying the drivers. You got to pay your for your locations. And that's the problem. Now, is it the best out there in hotel resorts and cruise lines? No. What's the best? Carnival Cruise Line, which is an alpha pick. This one's a strong buy in the quant. And it's in the middle of its 52-week range at $22. It's gone all the way up to 28. What does Wall Street think that it's worth? 27. That's 7% upside. So you can pick and choose which one you want. Now, Disney, I was watching Kramer last night with Disney. They're CEO of something, of programming or something. This is a strong buy in the quant. What does Wall Street think that it's worth? $123, which is only 11%. But I have been saying, when Disney was under 100, did you buy it? The 4-hour algorithm got you in here at 84. Now, I think it's $120 stock and it rejects off there. Why? Because I think it's still expensive. When you look at the valuation, you're paying 19 times forward earnings. But if you've got kids and they're begging you to go to Disney, this is a stock that should be in your portfolio because you're going to spend $5,000 at Disney. Why not get some money back by investing in the company? They announced their ESPN service yesterday at $30. Again, Disney is coming up. What's the target price that you're going to see? Probably 120. Again, I don't see it growing above that 120 because I see it getting above there. You know, if you look at the weekly, there's the 120 right there. You've hit it once, you've hit it twice, you've hit it 3 times, you've hit it 4 times, you hit it 5 times. This could be 6 times. That's a very clear resistance point, but it's a very clear magnet when you get under 100. That's a strategy. Now, I want to ask you, this is Chris Camillo's $529 savings for his kids' college. We talk about risk tolerance all the time. Could you sleep at night? This is the entire portfolio. Tesla, NVIDIA, Robinhood, and TQQQ. He buys and holds a triple leveraged ETF. Could you sleep at night if your multi-million-dollar portfolio was in Tesla, NVIDIA, Hood, and TQQ? I could not. That's why I won't ever turn $60,000 into $600 million or whatever he did. But he's got a thesis on every one of these stocks. He's talked about his NVIDIA thesis recently, and he even put it out there. And I put it out there for you. Buy it under 100. It is a quality stock. It is going to change AI. AI is the new oil for the Middle East. They are buying a ton of chips. He put that out there for you. Probably made you 8 or 10% over the last few days. Robinhood, they're changing the game. Robinhood is absolutely changing the game. So again, could you sleep at night? Risk tolerance is a real thing. Now, the UNH story is one of the most bizarre stories out there. It's crazy. Bottom line, America's largest companies has now lost nearly half its value in a month, and the CEO, who made $23 million last year, just quit and pulled guidance. I pulled it out of the core portfolio yesterday. I don't believe that this stock has any hope, of long-term. You can absolutely trade it. Any reaction is an overreaction. And this morning, it's up 4%. Valuation-wise, it is a crazy good value. But I just don't think that it has any kind of win. What are you going to do? Raise prices for consumers? The White House is going to come out there for you. What are you going to do? Pay less for services? White House is going to come out there for you. What are you going to do? Medicare is going to cut their costs? Yeah. So I just don't see any upside to this one, but it is one of the craziest stories. Now, a good story is Google. Google Chief Scientist Jeff Dean. We will have AI systems operating at the level of junior engineers within a year. Want to know how they're going to monetize stuff? This is it. This is it. This is how AI will get monetized. Because if you can operate AI at a junior engineer level, they're working 24/7. There's no health care. There's no employment taxes. There's no 401k or any benefits to pay. It is simply an agent. There's no regulation. There's no 1099s. There's nothing. There's no annual performance review. There's no growth. There's nothing. It is an AI agent operating at a junior engineer. And that is positive for the stock. Now, it's not going to get over the hurdle that Google has, which is, hey, we're losing some search revenue. So there is a narrative out there that is going to hurt Google. But if they are able to do this, that's going to be bullish. Now, here's another bullish thing. When your CEO is doing customer support, that means he's engaged. And an engaged CEO is going to be a good CEO. He is out there. He is looking at the business. I still want him to do advertising on the on YouTube TV. But again, he's out there doing it. It's bullish. I just sold Google because I think there are better opportunities out there, but I still hold a large amount of Google. I took some profits. I put it in there. I think this is a good thing. Another good thing, NVIDIA gained, leads chip stocks higher amid Saudi Arabia mega deal. This is big. Can't stop, won't stop. It's bound to push upwards as Trump starts doling out data centers to allies. This is the new gold. This is the new gold. And so when you take a look at NVIDIA at 133, it's at 133. I said it was getting up to this 130. This is going to be the range that will determine if we get to 160 or not. It is a major, major step because NVIDIA also, again, is a $3 trillion company. It will not become a $6 trillion company over the next year. So that 120, you will not get to 240. You will not get to 240. Wall Street thinks it's 163. That's a 25% upside. I talk about risk reward all the time. I don't think there's a ton of risk in this stock. You want to know why? Because their valuation is at 29 times forward earnings with their growth. And if they continue to grow at this pace, that will be phenomenal. And when I talked about yesterday, we're going to select metrics and we're going to say valuation and we're going to say PE, trailing 12 months. We're going to look at the trailing 12 months PE. Look at the 1 year. It's come down. Okay. Look at the 3 year. We're back to where it was in 2022. And if you look at this stock in 2022, where was it trading? In 2022, you were down at $15. Your PE has not gone up by that much. Okay? It just hasn't gone up by that much. Open with, I need to open this one. I forgot to open this one. And here it is. NVIDIA not stopping overnight. Bloomberg reports after hours that based on the repeal of AI diffusion rules, NVIDIA may be eligible to sell 500,000 chips a year to the UAE until 2027. AI is not cyclical. It's not. Again, NVIDIA, big deal. And its biggest supplier of racks just signed a deal with the Saudis. They got an upgrade. From Raymond James and a $41 price target. Where are you trading in pre-market? 46. It's up another 20%. Now, I don't own this one. I don't want to own this one. It is, just scandal after scandal. I think you can trade this. And in the 4-hour algorithm, you make 172% versus 179% buying and holding for 2 years. Your positions, 26. You win 46% of the time. It just got you in at 33. You're trading at 46. Boy, don't you wish you had an alert set up on that 4-hour algorithm. That's it. And maybe you want a YOLO on crypto. But one of the leading analysts on Wall Street, Marko Kolanovic, he had some super strong words, which reminds us of Buffett and Munger saying that crypto is worthless. He basically said crypto is rat poison. I am buying and holding IBIT. Okay? I don't know exactly where Bitcoin's going, but I buy and hold IBIT. That's it. I'm not trading in meme coins. I'm not doing anything else. So there's your market update. There's not much today. Remember, all the specials are over here. If you want, one of the things that I do suggest in this market, because we are in a bull market again, is getting a Webull account. Separate that large account that you have with a smaller account where you can bet in. In fact, I'm going to show you my Webull account balance right now because I put $1,000 in there a couple of years ago, and I'm up at 11,660. So $11,660. There is no way I would trade my large Fidelity account the way I trade this one. There is no way I could ever do that. You can't trade millions of dollars that way. I am not Chris Camillo that has NVIDIA, Robinhood, Tesla, and TQQQ. I wouldn't be able to sleep at night. So if you have any questions, hit me up. Again, Linktree is where everything is. My email address is up there. If you want to get the premium and alpha picks, you save over $159. If you want just premium, you can save $30, free 7-day trial. If you want alpha picks, you save $50 off. We get another alpha pick tomorrow. And of course, Trendspider, you can try it out for $20. Okay, have a great day. I will talk to you tomorrow. Bye. Dude. I got stopped out of my, let me see. Is anybody back there on YouTube? Or did I end my stream? No, I guess it's still live. I got stopped out of it. And then Donnie said auto keeps coming in and out. Audio, I guess. But it was coming through. You'll just have to listen to the recorded version. I'm sorry. It's usually a YouTube thing. And one of the things I'm researching is using StreamYard or one of those services. Because, oh, there we go. Let's do this one. And we're going to bring that down. I looked awfully red yesterday, by the way. I colorized it a little bit because the charts look better that way. But I don't oversaturate or do anything of that sort. Okay, we're going to do that one. And then we're going to say, subscribe here. Boom. Copy. Oh, why is that doing that? Let's put it back down there. And we'll say green screen. And I'm going to put this in here. Green screen. Okay. And then we'll export file. today's the 14th pod. And we're going to save it. Fire. Is that that's the ETF? Is it, Olga, is that the ETF you're talking about? Or just financial independence, Fire X? I think there's an ETF with Fire. Austin and Robert. I like Austin and Robert, but there are paid services. I can't look at it. I don't look at Fire. I mean, I can't see it. This is financial independence real estate fund no load, but I can't see the FIRS. Okay. FIRS. There it is. Fire Funds Wealth Builder. So I was on with these guys before. I don't have a problem with it. I like it. I think it's good. It serves a purpose. But the 0.48 expense, the purpose for this is financial independence, retire early. And if we just look at this, I'm going to chart it against the S&P. You can see year to date because it's been out. You can see they lost far less than the S&P. It's a managed financial independence, retire early fund. I don't think it's been out long enough. I mean, you just started in November. So I'd rather see something with a 10-year history than a 10-month history. And I don't have a problem with it, other than I think I could manage things better myself. But that, year to date, I mean, that speaks for itself. They're up 4% year to date. I'm not. And so, I wish I had this one. Now, I will tell you, Austin and Robert, they get paid by these guys a lot. And so I don't think it's a manipulation where they're I think Austin has this one, if I'm not mistaken. I think when I was on Spaces with him, he said he owned this one. But there's 18 holdings in this ETF, and the top 10 of them are Gotham 1000 ETF, Cambria Chesapeake Pure Trend, it's the granny shots. The 5% of this is granny shots, and they trade in and out of like this stuff. They have taken advantage of gold. They have Bitcoin in here. STK 100% Bitcoin, 100% gold. Let's see. Let's look at this. STKD, Bitcoin and gold ETF, BTGD. So this is just Bitcoin and gold, and we can look at charting against the S&P. I mean, look at the year to date on this one. They're in some really good stuff. I mean, that's how you have to look at this. Is I think the FIRE guys, when you go with any ETF, what you have to think about is, are they going to manage things better than me? And so when you look at holdings and you say, yes, or performance, yes, they are managing things better than I am, but could I sleep at night paying that expense to someone else? And for me, I can't. And so it's just, for me, it's just a kind of, I like Rich Habit's podcast. The only, I can tell when they're reading a script. Now, I do think that a lot of the sponsors that they have, they actually use. So I don't think they're disingenuous at all. But for me, for somebody who's achieved FIRE, I wish this kind of stuff was around when I started, because I think I would have made far fewer mistakes. But again, I'm a little skeptical of stuff. But I was on with these guys. In fact, I wrote them. They want to do they were saying, hey, maybe we should do a daily stock pick ETF. And yes, God, I have 2 accounts. I mean, there is no way I could, buy $200,000 of 400,000. I forget what I bought yesterday, but I had a bunch of money sitting on the sidelines, and I said, you know what? Trump just said buy. I missed it the first couple of times. So, probably my fund account got bigger and then lost 50%. Yeah, I mean I can tell you from personal experience, there is a major difference between trading a $1 million account and adding a zero. A major difference. So I've never read a book on investing, WF. I would ask Perplexity on that one. I learned from doing and from YouTube. I mean, just, being perfectly for clarity. I don't learn from books very well. In fact, it was funny because my mom was reading me comments from teachers from like my 2nd grade report card saying, he just doesn't learn well. It's because there wasn't video out there at that time. So I was, I wish I had YouTube thumbnail. I mean, just the tools today are out there for anybody, any kind of learning experience that you want. Let's see, what am I going to title this one? Let's do this. Customize this template and we'll go do uploads. We're going to use this one because this one's similar to what that girl was standing there like. No. Okay. I want to curve this. How do I curve this? Nope. Alignment? Nope. I know there's a curve thing. Effects. There we go. I think it's effects there. Curve. And no. I'm gonna grab that. And we're gonna take out which. Nope. Okay. And we're going to bring that down. And we're going to bring that down. And Okay. Yeah. Scott, I don't do options. Monish was awesome on MFM. I'd urge you to look at Rich Money Habits with Austin as well. That's a go-to for me. And yes, I did listen to the Olga. The way I learned on the internet. And yes, I've listened to Jim Cramer and bought on Jim Cramer's advice. I have made every mistake that I've said not to make. And I think any good investor that gives you advice has made that mistake. So, but yeah, let's see. Now I need some logos. So we're going to put in Robinhood. We're going to put in Robinhood. And we're going to put in Oclo, AppLovin. I probably should put in AppLovin. You know what? I'm going to put it in white. And we're going to say white. AppLovin and uploads. I didn't go over Rocket Lab. Oh, I did go over Weeble. Could put on Weeble. Why not? Weeble, Snowflake Zoom. Salesforce, MicroStrategy, Micron, Broadcom. Probably should have included Broadcom in today's discussion. That's just a good one. CrowdStrike, Dell. I'll put in Dell, the logo. What the hell? They're down there. We'll put in Dell. We'll put in Disney, we talked about. I didn't talk about Amazon today. Did I talk about Tesla? Yeah, I did, because I said Elon Musk. NVIDIA. I do need Supermicro as well. I know I have that logo because I have used it before. There we go. One. And we'll put in Google. Meta. Put in Google. And then we're going to say, I'm going to put in Trendspider. And Seeking Alpha. Boom. Okay. Five hours a day to listen to podcasts. Yeah. You've got, I did my, hold on. I put out my favorite podcasts. Oh, stop. I don't want to do that one. Yeah. I'll go over business. Let's see. Podcast All In, Compound and Friends, Animal Spirits, Rich Habits, Risk Reversal, Investing Experts. BG2 is good. Your Money Guide with Tyler. He's just starting. He's getting good. My First Millions, Money Wise is great with Sam. Hard Fork. Here's some of the comedy ones that I do. So these are good. They're good ones. Okay, I'm out of here. I'm going to go upload this stuff. You guys have a great day. Take care. I hope you make some money today. Say bye.
Every morning I wake up to the sound of the trading bell. My heart starts to pound. Daily stock pick trading podcast in my ears, guiding me through my hopes and fears. Tune in daily, don't miss a single show. Sign up for the newsletter, let us help you grow. Taking risks, making moves, seeking success. Together we'll conquer, no room for any less. Every morning I wake up to the sound of the trading bell. My heart starts to pound. Daily stock pick trading podcast in my ears, guiding me through my hopes and fears. Tune in daily, don't miss a single show. Sign up for the newsletter, let us help you grow. Taking risks, making moves, seeking success. Together we'll conquer, no room for any less. Listen now. Every morning I wake up to the sound of the trading bell. My heart starts to pound. Daily stock pick trading podcast in my ears, guiding me through my hopes and fears. and fears. Tune in daily, don't miss a single show. Sign up for the newsletter, let us help you grow. Taking risks, making moves, seeking success. Together we'll conquer, no room for any less. Listen now. Every morning I wake up to the sound of the trading bell. My heart starts to pound. Daily stock pick trading podcast in my ears, guiding me through my hopes and fears. Tune in daily, don't miss a single show. Sign up for the newsletter, let us help you grow. Taking risks, making moves, seeking success. Together we'll conquer, no room for any less. Every morning I wake up to the sound of the trading bell. My heart starts to pound. Daily stock pick trading podcast in my ears, guiding me through my hopes and fears. Tune in daily, don't miss a single show. Sign up for the newsletter, let us help you grow. Taking risks, making moves, seeking success. Together we'll conquer, no room for any less. Listen now. Every morning I wake up to the sound of the trading bell. My heart starts to pound. Daily stock pick trading podcast in my ears, guiding me through my hopes and fears. Tune in daily, don't miss a single show. Sign up for the newsletter, let us help you grow. Taking risks, making moves, seeking success. Together we'll conquer, no room for any less. Every morning I wake up to the sound of the trading bell. My heart starts to pound. Daily stock pick trading podcast in my ears, guiding me through my hopes and fears. Tune in daily, don't miss a single show. Sign up for the newsletter, let us help you grow. Taking risks, making moves, seeking success. Together we'll conquer, no room for any less. Listen now. Every morning I wake up to the sound of the trading bell. My heart starts to pound. Daily stock pick trading podcast in my ears, guiding me through my hopes and fears. Tune in daily, don't miss a single show. Sign up for the newsletter, let us help you grow. Taking risks, making moves, seeking success. Together we'll conquer, no room for any less. Every morning I wake up to the sound of the trading bell. My heart starts to pound. Daily stock pick trading podcast in my ears, guiding me through my hopes and fears. Tune in daily, don't miss a single show. Sign up for the newsletter, let us help you grow. Taking risks, making moves, seeking success. Together we'll conquer, no room for any less. Listen now. Every morning I wake up to the sound of the trading bell. My